Hey everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Cognition Ignition with C-Class. Today's a pretty big episode because I hit 100 subscribers this morning. It's pretty big news because I've been doing this for just under a year, and it's pretty organic material. Pretty much I don't do too much distribution other than a few Instagram posts, Facebook posts, trying to make a Facebook page. But I don't really pay for any of it or anything like that. I just try to make sure that I'm looking for quality subscribers. I'm not just looking for quantity, I'm looking for people who can really use my help. I think that's an INTP thing, but still hitting 100 subscribers of people who actually are going to use my content is pretty big news to me. It's pretty big news for me, and I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the comments you guys leave, especially like Ken, you're always commenting, you're kind of clarifying my thoughts. As you guys will notice, I'm a lot better writing than I am actually on YouTube, but what I do here on YouTube is I'm actually working on my shadow functions, and I think any INTP who you see on YouTube is really working on shadow functions. And that's kind of what I wanted to go into a little bit today, like my journey into getting into YouTube, the podcasting, what I'm realizing about it as an INTP, how it's helping me grow, and how it's helped me reflect on how I've grown before. And just some things that I've noticed because yesterday I got a comment. It was a really nice comment, really, but they were saying how like I should probably use my whiteboard more or things like that. And I have done that on a few videos. But when I go into those videos, those are very like extroverted thinking and extroverted sensing videos. I'm putting a lot of work into the presentation itself, and I'm losing a lot of my introverted thoughts in the process. And it's naturally going to occur for anybody who's using extroverted thinking and extroverted sensing at any time, is you're going to see like it's generating information quickly, putting it out there. It's getting to the clear-cut like details really quick, like it's bulleted, and you'll see that in some of my videos. Being an introverted thinker, every time I go to do that, it really messes with my thinking. I'm not complaining, that's why I'm here. I've kind of found a system where like if I put the videos out first and then get enough videos together, I can go back and go make pretty much digital stuff to insert into these. I try to use the whiteboard, but even when I go to write, because my SE is inferior. My SE works generally like well in things that I've worked to adapt it at. So for me, it's like since I wrestled in high school and even later, and I still wrestle, like that's something that I easily get into SE in. But when it comes to creating presentations, I can see in my head, and this is even how it was in school, I can always see what I want to do. Like if a science teacher gave us a science project, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. And it was like, okay, the SI, what the science teacher's telling me is feeding my TI, my NE's thinking of the possibilities, I have this at home to make this project, whatever. And then it creates like my NI vision, but I never go and do it kind of thing. That's kind of the same thing. It's like when I go to do it, it takes away a lot of that creativity thought. And that's even, like I said, when I'm writing, what you'll see is like if I'm writing and talking, my handwriting gets messier or my speech gets worse. I'm already extroverting my thoughts. I can tell you the way I think introvertedly before I come on and do these isn't necessarily the exact same way I'm going to extrovert it, even when it's written in front of me. It's just, it doesn't come out the same way that it is in my head, ever. But that's not a terrible thing because I think I just brainstorm as I'm talking, and other facts come up into my memory while I'm talking and things like that. So I think that's why it's kind of sporadic. And I never really want to give up good information for the SE. But anyway, so what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll make all these videos much better later on. I think that's what you'll see. Another thing is like for INTPs is that we don't always know what information to share. So what I've learned is just share everything on YouTube because like people can then pick and choose. And it kind of helps me understand where it's going to be used better in real life too. I mean, a lot of times we don't know if people think the same things as us. Our logic is very logical, but there's also layers to logic, so we don't know that we have all the information. We're going to be as logical for the information that we have, usually, until I think we have so much information that we can find more logic. It's really just extending logic that's already there. It's putting it into another place and things like that. So that's kind of what this whole channel was about. And I think for me, it ends up being like, now it's like, I'm not going to make every video for INTPs, but like I can motivate some INTPs. I can help them realize like, where do we really struggle? And it kind of fulfills a lot for me. I'm still basically using extroverted thinking and my extroverted sensing. I don't come on here a mess. I go get extra haircuts now. But I'm not using it in advanced ways right here. I use it in advanced ways in other areas of my life. This is really a good way to generate my introverted thinking thoughts, like and clarify them. And I think any INTP could really benefit from this. And when you see INTPs on YouTube, you're gonna see like, yeah, we do put some SE into some of our videos, but the videos aren't usually as good. And for all my subscribers, I hope you guys like the content itself of what the thoughts are that are coming out, and like the generating of ideas of how we can grow and how we should be interpreting things, because that's what I'm really doing this for. I'm doing it a lot for myself. I'm doing it a lot for other people now because I see where the benefit is for other people. For myself, it was really a skill building thing, because when I couldn't go to school after COVID, I was like, I was in school specifically just building skills, I was learning psychology, but I was trying to really get better at writing, getting better at public speaking and things like that. Because I don't know, I would say that's where we kind of struggle as INTPs. Yeah, we struggle in other areas too, but that's not that. Like, I don't know. I feel like so many INTPs would benefit from finding a way to extrovert their thoughts, get feedback from their thoughts, and then be able to continue developing their thoughts. It's really more simple than it seems, but it's still kind of hard because you need to find the people that are going to take your thoughts, and then you also can't put too much value on your own thoughts. It's important that you learn, like, just because you're giving people that information, they're going to do what they do with it. I think for INTPs, it's easy to give other INTPs information because that's what they're going to do. They're going to think that through and create their own framework. Other people, you have to understand that how you explain it is going to be how they take it, and the more you do it, the more you learn to interact in a way that what you're actually thinking becomes real. And that's pretty much all I have for today. Again, I wanted to thank all 100 of my subscribers. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave any comments you want, and you can share this video anywhere that you want on any social media platforms. And I will catch you on the next episode of Cognition Ignition with C-Class.